PNC, America's Black News Channel. Watch us on all major cable providers and major streaming platforms. Finally, news that speaks to us.
What's the price of police misconduct? Well, a new Washington Post report puts a financial tally on officers accused of wrongdoings. According to the Post, taxpayers have shelled out billions of dollars to settle claims related to thousands of police officers accused of misconduct. The Post investigated and collected data on more than 7,600 officers from across the nation with misconduct claims that have been settled through payouts, and quote, nearly 40,000 payments at 25 of the nation's largest police and sheriff's departments within the last decade have resulted in more than $3.2 billion in settlement claims. Police misconduct is costing us billions. This is something that we should already know. There's a huge cost of police misconduct when police operate against the interests of the people, when they hide evidence, when they brutalize people, when they lie under oath, when they do all of the things that they're often accused and found guilty of doing. They erode public trust. There's a cost to that. People say, oh, well, you know, we can't worry about just the bad apples. We got to focus on all the good apples out there. Well, that could be true, except the system itself, the barrel itself in the metaphor is rotten. And as a result, people don't trust it. So when you see police misconduct, it doesn't just make us not trust particular officers. It makes us distrust a system. It means that people don't have the ability to believe that the police are there to protect and serve. And history shows that they're right. That ain't what the police are for. So then we have this report that now it's actually costing billions of dollars in payouts. I'm hoping that now that you know that it's not just the public trust that's being eroded, it's not just the system that's being dismantled, it's actual dollars and cents for those who only care about money, because there's a whole lot of people that don't care about black people being dead. There's a whole lot of people that don't care about whether there's public trust, as long as rich people's interests and properties being protected by police. There's a whole bunch of people that don't care about any of that, but they do care about the bottom line. And the bottom line is all those billions could be going in other places. Those billions could be going to schools. Those billions could be going to roads. Those buildings could be going to housing and health care. But they're not. They're going to the victims of police misconduct. So those of you who don't care about anything but your taxes is high because of police misconduct. For those of you that don't care about anything but your own roads and your own schools, you don't have them because of police misconduct. So this is just another piece of evidence that we got work to do. Now, from my perspective, that work means abolition. Imagining a world without police and prisons and fighting to build it so that we don't need not just good cops, but that we don't need neighborhoods to be policed at all. That's possible. It's doable. We got to fight for it, but it's doable. But like I say, even if you don't share my vision and you just want good cops, this $1 billion, this $2 billion, this $4 billion, it's a reminder that we ain't got them. And we probably won't. All right, let's stay on the topic of misconduct, though, because there is a scathing new report that shows that Minneapolis officials did not follow emergency protocols during 2020 protests and riots over police brutality following the murder of George Floyd. The audit reveals general oversight issues, breakdowns in communication, and a lack of preparation when it came to Minneapolis leadership's handling of protests and riots that happened after the killing of Floyd at the hands of Minneapolis police. Since the release of the report, Minneapolis leaders have vowed to look over and improve the city's emergency response and preparedness policies. Also in Minneapolis, since that horrific murder, the number of police officers claiming post-traumatic stress disorder, they're not asking for sympathy, they're asking for compensation. And the requests for compensation have skyrocketed, with more than 1 in every 10 police officers receiving payments. That number was around 3 million in 2019. But in 2020, that number jumped up to 14 million during the past year. It's more than $22.5 million, with 134 officers receiving PTSD compensation. Joining me now to discuss all of this is Michelle Gross. She's the president of the Communities Against Police Brutality. I'm also joined by Jaylani Hussein, the Minnesota Executive Director of CARE, the Council on American-Islamic Relations. Welcome to you both. Michelle, I'm going to start with you. Why the huge spike in numbers of police officers claiming PTSD compensation for the last 2 years?
That's a great question, given that, we were the people that experienced getting shot with, projectiles and tear gassed and so forth. But somehow the police are the ones that have suffered the terrible PTSD, and 134 of them are, now claiming that they are too disabled to work. Part of the issue is that our state passed a new law a year ago or so that made it easier for officers to claim PTSD. And the assumption under that law is that if you have any kind of, post-traumatic stress disorder, you have it from work. And so all of a sudden, all of these officers lined up, and almost all of them through one particular law firm, I might add, lined up to try to get this benefit of getting a big payout of money and not having to work anymore. So it's just, to me, it's a big scam, frankly. But that's what's happening around here now.
And are there more officers lined up to claim PTSD payout for this year? Is the number 134 going to increase even more?
Oh, yes. There's about 100 more claims that they'll be listening to, and approving, because the city isn't doing anything to actually investigate these cases in any way. It's outrageous when you think about the fact that our department only has 800 officers. Then to have, what will now be about 250 officers out with PTSD. Wow. And getting these huge payoffs, it's really quite sickening. At the same time,
it really is. Jaylani, last November,
excuse me, sorry.
Jaylani, last November, sorry to cut you off there. There was a slight delay. Jaylani, last November, local activists pushed for replacing the police force altogether. That ballot proposal failed with 56 to 44, but it shows how so many people feel about the police. How is the relationship between the black public and the police force at the moment in Minneapolis?
Well, I think the latest killing of Amir Locke, I think displayed a very clear sign that the mayor who ran on pretty much defeating that policy, who was reelected, lied to the public about what he ran on, which was to stop no-knock warrants. And we found out now that no-knock warrants were executed, and the one fatally killing young Amir Locke in his as he was woken up from his sleep. And we still don't have any answers. So I think many Black residents in Minneapolis and the surrounding cities are waking up to a norm, sadly, that promises are made during the election process, and even those who have a large support from the Black community continue to misrepresent what they're going to do. And to this date, the officer involved in killing Amir Locke has not been removed from the force. And so I think the tensions in the community is that we are back to square one. Nothing has fundamentally changed. The mayor who made promises long before Amir Locke was killed, we're now finding out none of those policies were actually being held accountable to. And since then, we haven't really had any response. So I'm speaking to what Michelle has and you have been talking about earlier. The city of Minneapolis continues to give more money to the police, and it continues to put us in this position where really the community are asking for changes, and those changes are not coming.
So what do we do now? Jaylani, I'm trying to understand. We live in a world where people are getting beat down by police, where we're getting harmed in every way imaginable. And now the very people who harm us are getting compensation and sympathy for the harm they've caused. I mean, it's like a bizarro world to me. What do we do? How can we support you?
Well, this is a double-edged sword. First of all, I mean, it was just heartbreaking to see President Biden, Mr. Law and Crime, double down on the idea that we're going to fund police. Where are you going to fund police, or are you going to fund children? Right now in Minneapolis, we don't have the budget to meet the demands of the teachers because we have allocated more funding to police. And so I think Black people and predominantly people of color in this country need to realize that we have to continue to organize in the middle of, coming out of this horrible pandemic. We have to continue to organize, and we have to realize we have been lied to by politicians of both sides of the aisle. And it's time for us to really think seriously about the next steps that we need to take, because I think nothing has fundamentally changed. To this day, the George Floyd Act has not been passed, and now we have countless killings that have happened since then. So, I think to our beloved community, this is not new. I think we have to be resolved and resilient and continue to resist and recognize that we can't put our hope into the Joe Bidens of this world. We have to carry that hope in our own hands and do as much as possible. Start local and continue to push federally.
Start local, push federally. That is an important notice. You all have done the local work already. You're going to continue to do the local work, but us as a national community, we as a national community have a responsibility to do the same. Everybody, when we come back, we're going to continue our conversation with the two community leaders from Minneapolis. We want to continue to unpack the reasons behind the huge increase in police officers filing these PTSD claims. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Black News Tonight. We continue to discuss the recent surge in Minneapolis police officers seeking PTSD claims since the murder of George Floyd. The claims have gone from about $3 million to more than $22 million in the last 2 years. Back with me is Michelle Gross. She's the president of the Communities United Against Police Brutality, and Jaylani Hussein, the Minnesota Executive Director of Council on American-Islamic Relations. Back with me is not just two great guests, but a lingering question, right? Which is, what is really happening here? Michelle, are all these officers truly having PTSD? Because it is possible, right? I mean, even if I'm a monster, I think worst case scenario, and I just go out shooting people, I could still get PTSD from it, right? But there's also the possibility that there's something else afoot. What do you say?
I would say that you have it exactly right. One of the things about this state law said that if you want to claim PTSD as an officer, it has to be because you either injured or killed a person in the line of duty. So for this many officers to admit that they've engaged in that conduct in order to be able to make this PTSD claim is, pretty astounding, right? They're really admitting that they are running around hurting the community and that they should somehow get compensated for that. I think it's really appalling. Another thing I want to kind of throw in is that our city does not have an insurance policy.
Let me pause you for 1 second. Let me pause you. Let me pause you for just 1 second. I want to play devil's advocate a little bit because I want to flesh out this argument because I think that this is an important point. The people are going to say to you, well, they're not admitting that they hurt and killed people as if it's a secret, right? If a police officer has to shoot someone in the line of duty, or a police officer has to engage in an act of physical violence in self-defense, that they have to do it, and they've already reported it. And so, for example, if somebody's running at a cop with a knife and they shoot the guy with the knife, the cop has been traumatized, and having to shoot someone is a traumatic experience. So why shouldn't they get this money? That's what people are going to ask you. What do we say to them?
Most of the people that are making these claims are making them on the basis of what they did after George Floyd was killed and we had an uprising here. The community faced tear gas, we faced projectiles, all of these things. We're not running around getting paid for PTSD claims and all this. You had to shoot us in the face and destroy people's eyes and do all this stuff, and you get to claim that you have PTSD? This is outlandish. Some of these officers were involved in shooting people that were just standing on the sidewalk. They were involved in beating handcuffed people, things like that. And now they derive a financial benefit from it. One of the things I've been saying to people is I guess crime really does pay.
If I can add.
This is such a complicated and powerful thing. Jaylani, I want you to jump in. Yesterday on the show, I had the vice president of Minneapolis Teachers Union, as they have gone on strike. By the way, y'all in Minneapolis are keeping my show busy. On one hand, we have underpaid teachers with overpopulated classrooms, and on the other, we have cops getting paid $20 million. what is going on in Minneapolis right now?
Well, first of all, Minnesota has the worst achievement gap in education in the country. We are dead last, 50th. There's nobody behind us. That's the first thing. For Black children in the state of Minnesota, including Minneapolis and St. Paul, predominantly majority of our children are not getting education. Whether the teachers' raises improves that or not, we have not prioritized education for people of color. Now, as it relates to this issue of teachers in Minneapolis, there's always been a white flight to suburbs. And right now, teachers are not being paid well. All the other special ed teachers, as well as all other staff that usually are predominantly more people of color, are perhaps the lowest paid. Now, Minneapolis is saying we don't have any money. And the reason why is we prioritize other things. While the state of Minnesota today has $9.2 billion in a surplus, and most of that money comes from Hennepin County, where Minneapolis is, and also Ramsey County or St. Paul. So the people of color are the ones that are having the most amount of tax base, yet they're the ones suffering. And so we have an education problem in Minneapolis, and it's not just the teachers. It's also the fact that children of color have the worst achievement gap. So we support the teachers. We want them to be paid, to be taken care of, because many good teachers are leaving the district, going to suburban districts because they're not being paid well, and the class sizes are increasing, and there's not support for mental health. So all of these are legitimate claims that the teachers need. And in fact, the reality is we have a surplus in the state, and Minneapolis has for far too long invested in policing instead of taking care of our children. And in addition to that, the reason why we're even having this problem is because the student color population in the Minneapolis district has increased. I don't think they would have held back the support for the educators if we had more white students, and just another compounded trauma on the fact that even with the current system, our children are not getting the proper education.
We're not getting the proper education. We don't have access to the most basic fundamental needs and resources. We're being terrorized in the streets. And now the limited resources that we do have are going to police officers who are claiming PTSD. And Michelle, you made an important point. These aren't cops who are forced to shoot someone after being held at gunpoint. This isn't like something straight out of the movies. This is, in my estimation, police who are getting back at protesters, who are getting back at the Black Lives Matter movement, or what they perceive it to be, who are trying to, in a very petty way, but systematic and organized way, undermine the movement by now saying that those same protesters who we bullied and beat up are now going to pay us for it. It's super cynical. It's super. It's just such a small thing to do. It's really disappointing. I can't say it's surprising, but nonetheless frustrating. So I am personally saying, Michelle, Jaylani, thank you for the work you're doing. Let's continue to fight and keep letting us know how we can keep a spotlight on what's going on in Minnesota, because, like I said, there's always something out there, but also how we can continue to win. Because the reason they're pushing so hard, the reason why they're doing this petty PTSD project is because y'all won. Y'all got them on the ropes. Don't let up. Keep fighting, y'all.